Hello YouTube, this is Septimus back at it again with another Destiny video. Today's video is a Destiny lore video as requested by the YouTuber Press Y to Skip. Thanks for the topic request, man. Big shout out to you. In today's video we'll be covering Rasputin. It's a well-known war mind and Destiny lore, and this has a ton of lore behind it. A lot more than what the Ahamkara had in my last Destiny lore video. So today we got a lot of topic to cover. So Rasputin, also identified as AICOM/RSPN, is a warmind housed in the Seraphim Vault in the Cosmodrome. Now this warmind was constructed during the Golden Age and was believed to have been destroyed during the collapse. Now Rasputin was one of the first to discover the coming of the darkness, and at the time Rasputin's original core programming was to protect humanity. However, every action he had taken to that point had either failed or was statistically predicted to have 100% probability of failure. Once it became clear that no conceivable action could be taken to fulfill his core programming, he implemented a protocol known as Midnight Exigent, and reconfigured his core programming to that of a long-term survival, thus abandoning his previous function and going dark, simultaneously ordering all remaining forces at his disposal to do the same. Unknown to other war minds, however, Rasputin had made his own preparations, known as the Abhorrent Imperative. If humanity was threatened with extinction, and that the traveler attempted to leave, Rasputin would open fire with his most powerful weapons to immobilize the traveler and therefore course it into a pseudo-true... This is an awkward word to pronounce. Anyway, it is a defensive action. In effect, the traveler would be forced to protect humanity if it wanted to survive. Rasputin would avoid culpability for such an attack by initiating it through a series of proxies. Even before the collapse, Rasputin had been discreetly stockpiling such weapons in the Cosmodrome, though some human operators suspected Rasputin's involvement. It is unknown if Rasputin's scheme was ever implemented during the collapse, or if the Traveler remained on Earth for another reason. Now during the City Age, or present day as we know it in the Destiny universe, the Fallen and Guardians discovered Rasputin was still alive, and protecting something valuable in the Cosmodrome. After a communications array in the terrestrial complex was reactivated by the Guardians, Rasputin was able to reconnect with the old interplanetary defense network, resuming control of warsats and ground installations across the system and launching a series of orbital strikes against the Vex and Cabal on Mars. Now Rasputin's attacks proved so debilitating to the Cabal that Valis Ark himself ordered the Scion Flares to be released to track Rasputin. Rasputin has resisted any recent attempts by the city to parley, even going so far as to dismember a scouting team sent by the Vanguard. Rasputin is later encountered on Mars within the Dust Palace, attempting to protect a broken AI related to the Warmind of Mars from the invading Cabal. The AI is ultimately lost after a long battle with the Scion Flares. Since awakening, Rasputin has faced a number of direct threats to himself. Omnigul and the spawn of Crota accessed the bunker through unknown means and attacked Rasputin, either to destroy him or corrupt him for their own purposes, but were thwarted by the Guardian. Later during the Taken War, a group of Taken also penetrated Rasputin's bunker to prevent the Guardian from obtaining Golden Age stealth technology. While they did not damage or corrupt Rasputin, they had ample opportunity to do so. The bunker was also breached for a third time when the Fallen attempted to hijack Rasputin's systems using the modified Shank Saber-2, seeking to bypass the Warmind security protocols and take control of his orbital weapon systems. Though Saber-2 was ultimately destroyed, Rasputin again had to be rescued through the efforts of Guardians. Conceding that his bunker's defenses has failed too many times, Rasputin triggered the Aikilos subroutine, an initiative to provide advanced weaponry to the Guardians to aid them against the forces of the darkness. The end result of Aikilos was the Sleeper Stimulant, a heavy fusion rifle with a unique core based on obsolete Devalin Forge fusion rifles that the Warminds had armed humanity with during the onset of the collapse. The Sleeper Stimulant represented a successful melding of Golden Age technology with contemporary designs of Banshee 44's gunsmithing expertise. Now, some interesting facts about Rasputin is Rasputin originally in the Destiny storyline, or should I say the original Destiny storyline before it was changed up, was the focus of the game's plot, as he was kidnapped by the Hive and taken to the Dreadnought. The focus of the game was to rescue him. In this version, he was in Exo, though he would be revealed to be controlled by the Warmind rather than actually being the Warmind in a future DLC. Another one is that at the tower, Xander 9940 may occasionally say suspended bounty, Rasputin, no claimants. This implies that Rasputin is attempting to sponsor bounties for Guardians, or as a humorous aside, suggesting that someone placed a bounty on Rasputin himself, but no one stepped forward to actually carry it out. The Ghost Fragment Mysteries appears to be written from the perspective of Rasputin. Though heavily laden with metaphor, it appears to be a fractured chronicle. Jeez, I'm screwing up my words, sorry. It appears to be a fractured chronicle of his encounter with the darkness, his fruitless attempts to overcome or even resist, and his fateful decision to abandon his primary function in favor of survival, a tactic that which he claims to have learned from his enemy. The colored descriptions seem to indicate that he has descended into insanity since the collapse, either as a result of his encounter with the darkness or due to drastically rewriting his core protocols, or perhaps both. Another fun fact is, it is implied through the language of two Grimoire cards, Ghost Fragment Rasputin 4 and Ghost Fragment the Exo Stranger, that Rasputin and the Exo Stranger may have a connection. It appears Rasputin is seeking to learn what she knows because he wishes to survive this strange post-collapse world, for she has knowledge of the future. Now, a couple of Rasputin's protocols include Karhe, which is an emergency condition which Rasputin may declare to assume command of all solar system defenses. Two also consist of Karhe Black and Karhe White. Karhe Black is an unspecified emergency condition, but Karhe White is specified. It's an emergency condition in which the solar system faces an external threat. Now that's going to have to exclude today's video. Here we're going to just wrap this up real quick. As for the rest of Destiny lore videos, I would need more comments in the comment box below of what you'd like to see in next Destiny lore video, and also I need to see from you guys, the audience, what you guys want to see on this channel other than Destiny videos. I am willing to branch out and actually thinking of branching out anyway. So any ideas will do. I'm open to any new ideas. Also, another big shout out to Press Y to Skip for suggesting this video today. Thank you for that. Big shout out to you. I'll have your name in the description box below. Thank you guys for watching. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video. And have a great day. Septimus out.